What is going on, comic fans? Welcome to the Legion of Comics. I'm here today again with another top 10 new comic list, this time for the week of April 17th. Let's get right into it. If you don't know about it, I'm going to tell you now. Be sure to check out Big Time Collectibles at their website. Follow them on social media. They'll be at C2E2. They are announcing all their great exclusives they're going to have. You do not want to miss out on that. They got something for everyone for sure. And if you need anything cleaned or pressed, my boy Justin has got you covered. You can find the link to his IG and get in contact with him in the description of all my videos. And a huge shout out to ABX Comics and Games. That's where I'll be picking up all the books that are featured on this top 10 list. And if you want to get into the hobby of tabletop gaming or collecting comics, they have a fantastic Facebook group that is also linked in all of my videos. So let's get into it. This is my top 10 list in no specific order. There's some good books coming out. Last week was a little bit light. I'm still playing catch up, but this week is definitely loaded, starting out with issue number 26 of World's Finest. So that little story that's been going on with Batmite and Mxyzptlk is continuing in this. We have Dark Side Might is a huge threat, so it's leaving it to the next dimensional imps there to go get some help from none other than Superman and Batman. Convincing them to get into the fight is going to be one thing, and seeing how it turns out is going to be a completely separate thing. This is just pure funness, really. This isn't my favorite story arc that they've done in here. We're just like coming off of the Return to Kingdom Come epicness. So I guess it's a good little counterbalance, a little bit more lighthearted, but it's definitely got high stakes. Next up, House of Brainiac Part 2 happens in Superman issue number 13. Now, I just finished Part 1 just about an hour ago. It was absolutely fantastic. Brainiac has invaded Earth. He brought an army of Zarnians and kidnapped everybody but Superman and Lex. Lex is even kidnapped. So it's up to Superman to find Lobo and go get help. And we'll see how it turns out. The main man is going to be front and center in this, so I'm really excited to get Lobo in this story. And there's a huge twist at the end of part 1. It looks like there's tons of Brainiacs. Like, I don't know what he's got cooking, don't know what he's planning, but bottling up Metropolis or the City of Earth is not in the card. So we're going to have to see what he's doing. He's kidnapped everybody. He's coming for ultimate knowledge. We'll see where it all leads. We will see. All I know is this is it's going to be solid. Joshua Williamson is doing a good job. And this is also really going to, however this turns out, it's going to be a launch pad for Absolute Power, which is DC's big summer event. So that's also something to keep your eyes on. Next up, Tom Taylor's Titans. This is issue number 10 or 11, something like that. I'm not feeling this series. I say that every time, but then I read it and it's pretty solid. That last issue was fantastic. It was a very Amanda Waller heavy. This issue, I don't know what's going to be going on. I think we might be a little bit more removed from the Amanda Waller stuff. We're kind of leaning back into what we've been doing this whole time with the Titans wanting to stay behind and clean things up, because that's what they are, the world's janitors now. Trigon is in control. Really, you got Raven. Dark Raven is in control. Good Raven is imprisoned in the crystal. So it's going to be a bunch of maneuvering in this is what I suspect. Watching her kind of move the team where they need to be for Trigon to take control. Kind of done this before. Don't know why we're doing it again. We'll see how it goes. This is another one that's really on the chopping block. Do I really need to pick this up physical every month? I don't know. I say that, but then like I said, something happens that kind of really ties it into like the main stuff going on in DC and it makes it feel important all over again. We'll see. We'll see. Issue number 8 of Wonder Woman from Tom King is coming out. Yo, this is one of the best books on the shelves. I don't care what you might hear in other places. Like the Rage channels love trashing Tom King, but this is undoubtedly one of the best books on shelves. And in this issue, we're going to have Wonder Woman finally face to face with the Sovereign and the Lasso of Lies. We know from the little preview back before this started, Trinity, the new character, had 3 lassos, and we're finally going to dive into what some of those might mean. I'm excited to see how this one plays out. Daniel Sampier on the art is phenomenal. This book's going to get awards. I'm calling it now. This run will definitely get nominated for Eisner's, and it'll probably end up winning an award for sure. For sure. Definitely. You need to check this one out. Next up, another one that's just ridiculously good. Chip Zdarsky's Avengers Twilight. Issue number 5 is out. Cat's out of the bag. Red Skull is behind it all. Iron Man's kid's a piece of crap. The Avengers keep, losing at every step. They're kind of coming back together, bringing the team together. We have the beautiful Alex Ross covers here with this series. Hawkeye featured on this one. This has just been a phenomenal series. This is Marvel Comics Kingdom Come. Earth X used to be kind of considered Marvel Comics Kingdom Come, but this is it. This is more apt for that description. It is just absolutely fantastic. Will our old heroes be able to stop and shut down Red Skull and save the world from his tyranny? I'm sure they will, but the ride getting there is going to be epic, epic. Next up, Cobra Commander, issue number 4. The Energon universe is alive and well. This series has been pretty brutal, pretty wild, seeing Cobra Commander so methodical, such a tactician. Even when being tortured, he's still controlling the room. That last issue was wild. He's kind of just hanging out in the swamps trying to track down the source of Energon, and he's running into some cameo characters along the way. I'm excited to see what this issue holds, as I'm not massively familiar with G.I. Joe stuff outside of like the original cartoon movie. That's pretty much it for me, and some toys along the way. So this Energon universe has been ridiculously fun getting introduced to these characters. I know it's in a way that's not the traditional sense. It's like a reintroduction and a reimagining, and for me it's working out phenomenally. If you haven't been diving into the Energon universe, the G.I. Joe Transformer stuff that Image Comics is doing, holy potatoes, it is solid. Next up, we have issue number 8 of Green Lantern War Journal. This is the John Stewart title, which also has been ridiculously solid. Philip Kennedy Johnson is doing a great job on this one. I'm still going to lean into, I hope we get through this Revenant Queen stuff and get to like current stuff. I don't want to say current, but this is all storyline that's like bleed over from pre-Dawn of DC Day. I'm ready to, wrap it up. Get John Stewart over there with the rest of the core. I just read the most recent issue of Green Lantern proper, the Hal Jordan title, and it's fantastic with what's going on with the United Planets and the actual core coming together and the full emotional spectrum on the room. While over here with John Stewart, you have him like kind of still a bag of cats with like his mom losing her mind and having the construct of his sister, and he just got in a fight with the Revenant Queen. He got flung to he doesn't know where, but it's somewhere that's not charted in the ring at all, and he can't escape it without fighting off the bad guy for that little hidden dark sectors. And like, okay, cool, let's do that, and then get past the Revenant Queen and get John Stewart in the fight against United Planets. That's what I'm ready for. It's still solid, it's still good, and I'm just ready for him. I just want to see this collective Green Lantern core again. Like what's happening with the Green Lantern stuff, like as a total, it really feels like we're starting to build into something that's like another John's era kind of deal, with the amount of stuff that's at play, the amount of characters that are at play, the scope and scale. They're really building it up, and it's building up fast, and it's building up good. We need John Stewart over there. So hopefully he makes it over there. Beautiful A cover this week for this one as well. Speaking of Jeremy Adams and his Green Lantern run, the finale to Jay Garrett Flash is this week. So that's kind of a bummer. We wrapped up Wesley Dodd's Sandman that Robert Venditti was doing. Now this will be the conclusion to Jay Garrett Flash, leaving us with just one issue of Alan Scott Green Lantern after that. Then it's who knows what for the JSA. The JSA proper title has a couple issues left, and then there's nothing on the horizon. I don't know anything solicited or announced at this point, which is a huge bummer. Big JSA fan, but I'm excited to see how Jay Garrett and his daughter Judy face off with Dr. Elemental and see how it all plays out. This has been a blast. It's been really fun. The artwork is fantastic. It's just a straight up fun story of getting Judy back from the events of Stargirl, The Lost Children, and seeing how she gets integrated into modern times and how she fits in with her family that had lost her. So it's just been really cool. I'm excited to see how Dr. Elemental like really leaves a lasting mark on these characters, being that he was kind of like a forgotten villain. So I highly suggest checking out these new Golden Age stuff. They should be collected pretty soon. They're all 6-issue miniseries, so that's a perfect size for a trade paperback. Be sure to give these a shot. Next up, here we go. Ghost Rider Final Vengeance issue number 2, which will pretty much be the introduction to the new Ghost Rider. We didn't see him until the final page of issue number 1, but the Hood, the villainous character, the Hood, is now the Ghost Rider in Benjamin Percy's most recent run. Now, I'm a Johnny Blaze, Danny Ketch guy, but I'm not opposed to this. You know what I mean? It should be fun. We saw Benjamin Percy on it. We'll see what happens. Johnny Blaze is going to be part of it, being that the Spirit of Vengeance just left him for dead in the middle of a tunnel with monsters with him. So I'll be excited to see what happens with him. Is he missing? Is he coming for the Spirit of Vengeance? Blaze is back. I don't know. That'd be cool. Like, remember in the 90s when Danny was Ghost Rider and Johnny was Blaze with the ponytail and the shotgun, the toothpick or the cigarette? That'd be cool. Let's get that again. I'm definitely down for that. I'm also excited to see how wild the Hood is with the Spirit of Vengeance. Like, he doesn't have like the moral code and the all that kind of stuff that Johnny has. So this could get pretty pretty insane, to be honest with you. So I'm pretty excited for it now that I think about it. I'm ready for it to get rocking and rolling. And then the final one on the top 10 list, and this is pretty cool. We have a giant size Hulk coming out, 50th, giant size 50th. In this, we have Hulk versus a locomotive, basically. The solicitation reads that he's traveling on a train looking for somebody that got taken from him, and apparently the train's monster or haunted or something. Philip Kennedy Johnson's writing it. He's doing a bang-up job with the main title, despite the artist bailing on us. Where'd you go, Nick Klein? But yeah, I just finished reading number 11 of the Hulk, and I'm still loving this, despite the current artist just Earl's not being it, not servicing the book very well at all. I'm not sure he's going to be doing the interior arts on the giant size, but I'm definitely in for it. I think it's going to be a fun story. I want to see Hulk fight a train. When was the last time you seen Hulk fight a train? Probably anytime you've seen a train. But I'm all for it. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you're looking forward to this week. What's on your top 10 list? Be sure to hit that subscribe button if you hadn't already. I appreciate you watching the video. If you made it this long, hit that thumbs up. The join button's down below. You can also consider joining the channel membership and new merch in the merch store. All that's down below. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. And until next time, as always, I'm Mark, but we are Legion.